Hi there, and thank you for your question. So what we have is we have a fraction where we have a radical in the numerator and also in the denominator. The first thing we want to do is consolidate the numerator and the denominator under one radical sign, and we can do that by just doing one sign and then putting everything inside of it like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to simplify inside. So we're going to take 120 and we're going to divide by 5, and that gives us 24. And then x to the power of 8 divided by x to the power of 1 is the same as subtracting the exponents, so that will give us x to the power of 7 all under the square root sign. So that one step alone simplified this so that we didn't have a fraction under the radical sign. Then the next thing that we're going to do is simplify this. And to simplify that, we're going to think of the factors of 24 that will that we can use maybe one or all the factors to get a perfect square. 24 is not a perfect square. If it was, we could take the square root of 24 and plunk that outside, but it doesn't give us that. So 4 times 6 does give us 24, and 4 is a perfect square, so we'll be able to use that 4. And then the same thing we have to think about x to the power of 7. We want to think of factors that we could easily get the square of, and what comes to mind for me is x to the power of 6. If we take the square root of x to the power of 6, we'll get x to the power of 3. So that's a good one. That's the largest one we can get, and then we have to multiply that by x to the power of 1 in order to make up this x to the power of 7. So that's the next step, breaking this apart so that we can get some perfect squares that we can then take out of the square root. Neither of them are perfect by themselves. That's why we did the factors. And now we can take the square root of 4, which is 2. We can take the square root of x to the power of 6, which is x to the power of 3, and that's going to leave us with 6 because we can't take the square root of that. It's not a perfect square, and the x here. Those are what's left behind. And this is the reduced form of our original question. So I hope that helps. Thanks for the question, and bye for now.